The Great White Fleet was the name given to a group of U.S. battleships that sailed around the world from December 1907 to February 1909. The fleet consisted of 16 battleships divided into two squadrons. This mission served several purposes. First, courtesy calls between the navies of different countries were popular around this time. For instance, Kaiser Wilhelm of Germany sent a squadron to New York in 1902. The Great White Fleet would accomplish this by stopping at ports along its route. Another goal of the mission was to demonstrate American naval power to the world. The United States had acquired several colonies after the conclusion of the Spanish-American War, like the Philippines and Puerto Rico. President Roosevelt wanted to prove that these possessions could be defended, which included showing the Japanese government that the U.S. Navy could be deployed to the Pacific. Additionally, the journey allowed for an opportunity to test the seaworthiness and readiness for battle of the fleet, as previous classes of U.S. battleships were designed for coastal defense only. However, there were substantial challenges with this voyage, as the U.S. fleet was untested at sea and coaling and docking facilities were limited in the Pacific. The voyage began on December 16, 1907, when the fleet left Hampton Roads, Virginia for Trinidad. They then sailed along the Atlantic coast of South America, stopping in Brazil, Chile, Peru, and Mexico. It's important to note that the Panama Canal wasn't built at this point, so the fleet had to sail all the way around the South American continent through the Straits of Magellan. The fleet arrived in San Francisco on May 6, 1908. The second major leg of the journey involved crossing the Pacific, with stops in Hawaii, Australia, and Japan, before finally arriving in the Philippines in early November 1908. Finally, the fleet passed through the Indian Ocean and Mediterranean Sea before arriving back in Hampton Roads on February 22, 1909. The U.S. Navy gained substantial experience from the voyage. For instance, gunnery exercises during the expedition helped to double the fleet's accuracy. Additionally, crews gained experience in ship handling, using coal efficiently, and steaming in formation. Finally, the mission helped uncover some design flaws in U.S. battleships, such as the need to increase ship size in order to reduce spray during rough seas, along with changes in gun and armor placements on the battleships.